been a couple hours since the last live stream. Been on the phone, but now we're cooking still. Got a John Deere 9300, kind of our big tractor on the farm. Use it mostly for our tillage, for anhydrous, pretty much spring tillage, fall tillage, anhydrous, ammonia. So, yeah, pulling a John Deere 512 disc gripper. Tilled up a bunch of pumpkins. You see that pumpkin ground over there? We got like a little one planter pass of pumpkins that I just tilled up. See if we can get one stuck in the tire. Kind of muddy out here. We're not slipping though, not too much at least. It's mostly just a pumpkin ground that's really holding us up. And actually right here was sweet corn. We planted about, I don't know, 3/4 of an acre, half an acre of sweet corn here. Yeah dude, this is probably the most peaceful job on the farm. Absolutely. Until it breaks, and then it's one of the worst things to fix. Especially when you're going around the block and it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, everybody else is sleeping, and it's freezing outside, and your bearing goes out. That's when it's not fun. Spinning. Alright, I gotta set this down real quick. Sorry, I got distracted by the spinning. Alright, here we go. taken? You mean like, can AI take over the field work? Or what do you mean with your question? I bet we're gonna see a lot more autonomous operations coming in the next, I don't know, 10, 15 years. I mean, as with anything else in the world, right? Where technology is just growing and growing and growing. I'm sure, I don't know, maybe farmers will be a thing of the past in 20 years. We'll see. I'll just take it year by year. And try to roll with the changes and adapt the best we can. I have no idea where it's going to go. But for now, I'm having fun. Hey, Marion. I feel like AI is going to take, I mean, look at how far we've already come in the last 2 years, 3 years, however long we've been utilizing it. I mean, look at cell phones, right? Like, it used to be a big deal to have a cordless phone that you could walk around the house with. You weren't attached to the wall. Then you had a car phone, then you had a cell phone, and then you had a flip phone. And then you could take pictures with your flip phone. And now, I'm using my phone to live stream my farming operation so that somebody over in Vietnam can watch it, right? Like, it's crazy how many countries, and it's all real time, it's all instantaneous. And that's over the course of how many years? I guess it's been about probably 20 that most of the evolution has occurred. So who knows where we're going to be in 20 years with AI. I mean, are we dealing with the flip phone of AI right now, right? Like, look at what you can do with AI right now. Have we gotten to the being able to take pictures and videos with our phones yet? You know, comparing, I don't know, I think you know where I'm going with this. Who knows where we're going to be in the next 10, 20 years. No, this is not Turbo Till. It's a John Deere 512 if you want to look it up. It's a disc ripper. My whole farming career, I've called it chisel plow, but chisel plow is, I guess, completely different since chisel plow doesn't have any discs on it. So it's got the discs in the front, and then it's got 7 shanks in the middle that actually rip up the soil, and then the discs in the back kind of, I don't know, smooth it out, I guess. You'll see the front disc will pop some chunks up, and then the back discs will kind of cut those down, and it doesn't make it smooth, but it kind of helps even it out. You'll see that the front discs, they'll shoot the dirt outwards, and then the back discs kind of bring it back in. So, Desai, hi, how are you? Welcome to the stream. So, we don't have a whole lot of field left here. You can see I already did from there towards the road. So I got to fill in this gap here, and I've got some ground to the east, to the west of here that I got to do still. Kazakhstan. My brother went there once for a mission trip, I believe. So, welcome to the stream. Life in reserve. How is life over there? How are things? I honestly have no idea. What life is like over there. You know, like we all live in our own little bubble, and we expect the whole world to be the same. You know, we're occupied with our own troubles and our own economic situations, but it's always interesting to hear how the other side of the world is doing. Sorry about that. Yep, this is a John Deere tractor. It's John Deere 9300. This is our big tractor on the farm. It's what we use for our spring and fall tillage, and then putting down our nitrogen for anhydrous ammonia. You guys have a lot of farms over there in Kazakhstan? See how we make different passes, right? Oh, you've got a tractor T4A. Really? T4A? I've never heard of it, but I'll have to look that up. Who makes that T4A? See how we've got, so I've got my pass that I'm on now, and then when I turn, I'm going to skip this one and then pick the next one. That way I don't have to turn super sharp every single time. I can kind of turn, do wider turns. It makes it a lot easier. John Deere in Kazakhstan, made in China. Okay. Interesting. I didn't even realize that Deere had operations in China. I was thinking that everything was here in the US. I know a lot of the parts for John Deere are made in Spain. But I guess I haven't looked too deep into it. It's interesting though. Do you guys have a lot of John Deere there in Kazakhstan, or do you use other manufacturers? I don't know MTZ either. I gotta brush up on my tractors. I'm gonna screenshot this so I can look them up later. my turns, but I'm going to go ahead and keep the streak rolling. So we've got our pumpkins here. Oh, we got one. Oh, no, ready. Yep. Sometimes the pumpkins will get caught in between the discs. And I'll just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. There's one there. Sorry, it's got a... Oh, there it goes. Getting a little muddy here. Slipping a little bit. And I don't know why it's so tough right here, because we don't do a whole lot of driving on this sweet corn ground. Maybe closer to the road video. I guess that would make sense. There's a lot of compaction here. See, my tires are just spinning in place right now. It's pulling really hard. Alright. Try not to hit this utility pole. We're here and find our next line. The headlands are always the worst when it comes to compaction. You see how we're spinning, we're not even moving right now. I'm moving a little bit. That was a sloppy turn. You see how wide it is there, and then it gets narrower? You don't want it to look like that. That was a sloppy turn. That's why I don't really put my phone down when I do the turns like that. Alright. Honestly, how much for a gallon of diesel? I should be able to tell you. I just paid the bill. I really can't tell you, because we fill ours up in bulk, so the fuel truck will just come and top us off. So I honestly haven't even looked at the price. The gasoline, I guess I haven't looked. I think somebody help me out. Where are we sitting on gas right now? Like 350-ish? I should know. I don't. I live in my own little shell here, out in the middle of the field. Shish, welcome back. Yeah, no, this is the color of the soil. We're really blessed here with the dirt that we have. Got nice, flat, black, healthy soil. So, I wish we could get manure on it. I would love to have some manure, but no, this is without manure. This is just the way the soil looks. Hey, if you guys could do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button, it would help push me up in YouTube's algorithm, get more people in here. If not, that's no worries at all. But if you wanted to help, it definitely does. So, or even better, if you wanted to subscribe, if you enjoy this kind of stuff. I try to live stream from the tractor cab whenever I'm able to. Try to keep the conversation going, answer any questions that people have, and then I'll throw videos up as well, so feel free to subscribe too. Craig, hey, how you doing, man? I just got monetized today by YouTube, so I finally, my channel's finally come far enough to where I can get paid. But at the same time, we'll see what that looks like. I have no idea. Kind of excited about it though. Arkansas, how you doing, dude? What's Arkansas like right now? What temperature is it there? It's one state I've never been to. Is Arkansas a place that I should visit? Should I put it on my bucket list? Wait, shish, you just subscribed? Because you've dropped by my stream like 3 or 4 times now, so apparently YouTube thinks that you like me. Or this kind of content at least. So thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. It means a lot. So thank you for your words too. I hope you didn't bring that tractor to the Garden State trying to take out juicy Jersey tomatoes. Nope. Never, I guess I've never even seen, I guess people that mass produce tomatoes have to have a tractor. I've never seen tomatoes actually be harvested. Every time that I've harvested tomatoes, I've done it by hand. But they've got to have a picker or something, right? Or how are tomatoes harvested when you don't pick them by hand? I've never actually looked into that. Pingu, thank you. Your word, thank you, your words. God bless you, man. I appreciate it. Alright, let's get turned around here. Agriculture farmers, how you doing? Here's our neighbor's field. Right here, he's already got his chiseling done, or his tillage done. So. Capital of the world. Alright. I'll add it to my list then. So if I had to spend, I don't know, if I had a week, if I took a week trip, like what are some places that I absolutely have to hit in Arkansas? Agriculture farmers, hey. We are in northern Illinois here, about an hour west of Chicago. So this used to be corn. We just took this corn crop off 2 weeks ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So this is our last field. Get the plow back there. This is our last field that we're combining. Our last field that we're ripping up. So it was corn, and it's going to be soybeans next year. So we are on a 50-50 rotation. So every year we flip-flop between corn and soybeans. Ideally, kind of helps reset the disease cycle. Plus, it helps the soybeans will generate their own nitrogen, and so when you combine them they release, they'll make more nitrogen than what they can use. And so after you combine them, they release that nitrogen back into the soil, and the corn can utilize that nitrogen the next year. The legendary Jersey kid. So, are you actually from New Jersey then? Because I'm going to be coming to pay you a visit here in the next couple weeks. December 3rd, I'm taking off for a wedding in New Jersey. Shish is from New Mexico, and growing up in eastern New Mexico, your siblings and you were forced to work long summer days in the onion fields. Really? Spent your summers making your mother's boyfriend rich. Yeah, I bet you got lots of life experience from it, though. I don't know. Probably made you a really hard worker. Either that, or it made you hate hard work. I guess it could go one way or the other. But you probably have plenty of memories. Especially when you're doing it with your siblings. I feel like siblings always add a little zest to life. Agriculture farmer. Oh, 1 second. We farm 1,200 acres altogether. Half of it is corn, half of it's soybeans, and then plus a little bit of, see the little strip of pumpkin ground there. We do about actually 13 acres of pumpkins and 10 acres of sweet corn. But so we're ripping up about 600 acres of corn. I don't know if ripping up is the right word. Ripping is ripping. Chisel plowing is just so much easier to say. An Irish farmer. Hey. Dude, I so want to go back to Ireland. Ireland and Scotland. I went there once, probably 5 years ago now, and man, I love your area. So, what all do you grow there, over there in Ireland? Ireland. It's my lousy attempt at an accent. Hard to stream and turn at the same time. I might have to start putting my phone back down when I make my turns. I was thinking I could probably multitask, but it's not doing so hot. Especially when I've got compaction that I'm dealing with. How much land do you need to feed a city people? I'm not sure what your question is. I guess for one, I'll say that we have a farm stand in town that we sell sweet corn and summer produce at, and we do about 10 acres of sweet corn, and that's just about the right amount for what we sell in a year in our city. So we've got, I don't even know what our population is, 40,000, plus the neighboring cities, towns. I don't even know if I call them cities or towns. So about 10 acres of sweet corn does it for us. But then we do tomatoes and cucumbers, zucchinis, yellow squash, and then we will wholesale other produce from other local farmers as well. But most of what we grow, like this here, was all field corn, and the majority of that is going to actually be made into ethanol. And the stuff that doesn't get made into ethanol is going to go to our local pork producer for feeding his pigs. Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear it, Shish. Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. It does not sound like he does not sound like a good man. So I'm sorry you had to go through that. Hopefully you can take your bad experience and apply it to your life to where you can make good out of it by changing the person you are based on the person that he was. You learn what you don't want to be, and you take that bad situation and you make the most out of it. But I'm sorry you had to go through that. Busting out hours as a welder. Okay, if you're welding, yeah, you are working hard. What all do you do for welding? Do you have to travel a lot, or are you kind of sticking around your local area? And my cousin also welds. He drops by the chat quite a bit, but I don't think he's in here right now. But he does a lot of field calls. So we got a lot of farmers in the area, so he does field calls for farmers. And then he also teaches welding at our local community college. Pingu, sorry, I'm catching up on chat, guys. Pingu, we don't do any livestock. We've got chickens, but I don't think we really count chickens as livestock. So no livestock. Just row crops and a few acres of produce. Absolutely, Shish. Absolutely, man. Sugarcane on 1,000 acres. I wouldn't know the first thing about growing sugarcane, but man, I would love to learn. So where are you located then? Agricultural farmers. Where do you grow your sugarcane at? I feel like that would be fascinating. See if we take the turn like this. Alright, we're coming up to the end of the field here. I don't know the best way to take these turns. Tom, welcome to the stream, man. Colorado Springs, man. If you asked me when I was growing up, if you asked me where I thought that I would live once I graduated high school, moved out of the house, I would tell you straight up and down that I would move to Colorado. Beautiful area, Colorado Springs. Farming there, right out there with you. I'm here in northern Illinois, about an hour west of Chicago. Years with the company that builds portable rock crushers. Okay, you got some experience under your belt then. 28 years. So you're thinking about retiring then. You're probably not quite there yet, but how far away from retiring are you then? Well, 28 years, we'll call it 30, and if you start when you're 18, that's what, 48. So I guess it's not really retirement yet. You still have another probably a decade, right? Another 10 years at least. And I feel like that would definitely wear on you though. Have you been in, well, I guess you already answered that. I was going to ask if you've been with the same company for all those years, but yeah, you said 28 years, so yeah, you have. I think I am probably the world's worst, I think I'm probably the world's worst welder. I'm absolutely terrible. I'm halfway thinking about picking up. I told you my nephew teaches the welding at the local community college, and I'm halfway thinking about picking up one of his classes and learning a thing or two. Because welding is one of those things that would definitely be advantageous to, on a farm. You do a lot of welding. Likewise, agriculture farmers, I appreciate it, man. Hit the subscribe button. I try to stream as much as I can from the tractor cab. Once our tillage is done, I don't know if I'll have a lot to stream though, but I'll definitely keep putting videos up and stuff. But yeah, hit that button, keep tagging along. Love to see you again. It's good chatting. I'm sure you're getting the king who's ever had from Honduras through your parents, your family out there. There's a little bit of farming and provide for them themselves in the village. Man, so you're not in Honduras then? You've obviously, from the way that you're talking, it sounds like you've moved away and you go there to visit. One of my best buddies is from Honduras. Man, it does not sound like a safe place. I hope your family stays safe there. I don't know. From what I've heard, it's pretty dangerous. Maybe I'm wrong, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. All right, Tom's originally from Michigan. I don't know where Wyandotte is. I probably butchered that. Yeah, I bet Colorado's expensive. My dad's from Michigan as well, up in the thumb. He's from Bad Axe. I always have to enunciate when I say that. Bad Axe, Michigan. So, it's a green thumb. It's a little chilly today. It's nice and toasty in this tractor cab. I've actually got the AC on and turn it down just a smidge. But it's probably high 40s if I were to guess. I haven't looked at the forecast, but I'm guessing high 40s. So Yeah, Lewis, I am. Honestly, when it comes to farming, I mean, I feel like every farmer is like, is this gonna be my last year? I don't know. 1 second, gotta turn. All right, I'm back. Oh, I'm way behind on the chats. All right, Superior Industries is the name of the company. I started in '98 when the name was Simco. They sold out to Superior 2 years ago. This type of work is definitely taking a toll on the body. Yeah, I bet it has, Shish. I bet it has. Born and raised in Miami. All right. You go ahead. He was born and raised in Miami. Yeah. Yeah. My buddy that I was telling you about from Honduras, he's he's literally has stories of his. Maybe I shouldn't even say it on live. But basically I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, it's dangerous. His cousins couldn't even go on a city bus. I'll leave it there. I'm glad you're over here in the States, though. I'm glad you're safe, and I hope your family stays safe. Fairly good shape for a 61-year-old. It's amazing how lazy the younger generation has become. I've seen so many welders come and go. We've raised a weak and lazy generation of people. Yes, 100%. There are absolutely still good ones out there, though. But yeah, I'm sure, especially in the world of welding, like you probably see a lot of that place that just can't keep up with the workload that's being thrown at them. Yeah, I don't want to work. I don't know. We live in a generation, we live in a world where everything's here and now. We don't want to wait. We're not patient. We're not hardworking. I don't know. And that's why it falls on us. I mean, I'm a father of 2 boys. My boys are 3 and 4 years old, and I take my role as father very seriously because it's up to us to raise next generation. And even if you don't have kids, like, you still have an impact on the lives of other people, and I don't know, we need to do a better job of instilling a work ethic. So Alessandro from Italy, John Deere number 1. What's up, Italy? How you doing? Yeah, this is 93, James. If I have a rig, come to Ohio, there are pipelines to chase for miles. Switch to third person. Farming Simulator 2040. This is Farming Simulator of the future. Can't really switch to third person though. There's third person get myself a harvest haircut. So thank you. I'll keep at it as long as I can. So how's life for you over in Italy, Alessandro? What do you do over there? I can't say just. I guess it's been a few months. Maybe it was when I was planting. So earlier this year, I was talking to a guy from southern Italy who he's got a herd of bison, and they use their bison. They milk their bison and make bison cheese, buffalo cheese. He says it's the best cheese in the world. He says you've never had any better cheese than his buffalo cheese from southern Italy. So he told me I have to go visit him sometime. Try out his buffalo cheese. Yeah, you got that old baling experience, huh? I feel like every kid should at least spend one summer baling hay, just to get that experience under their belt. It should be like a part of the school curriculum. I don't know. Real mozzarella is made from buffalo milk. Okay. I didn't know that. To be honest, before I talked to that guy, I don't know, I guess I just never pictured buffalo being, it makes sense that you milk buffalo, but I just never, I hear buffalo and I don't think milk, you know? But of course, according to Meet the Fockers, you can milk anything with nipples, right? Farmers. Hello, Indonesian farmers. Is that what you do, Erwin, or are you from Indonesia? Are you farm over there? Yeah, I'm getting hungry. It's about 2 o'clock my time, and I forgot to pack for lunch. I got my bottle of water down there, but that's about it. So, that being said, our farmstead's right there. So if I really wanted to, I could drive the tractor over there, get some food. But really, I mean, this is all to work up over here. So I'll just deal with being hungry for right now. What kind of stuff do you farm, Erwin? Yes, James. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping around in chat. But James, I totally agree. 90-degree day. 90 degrees, that's nice and cool. Especially if you got a little breeze. Stacking bales. especially if you're in the hay loft. Like if you're unloading the hay racks and you're up in that loft and there's just no breeze at all, you're just, that's the worst. At least when you're on the rack, you've got a nice breeze, or hopefully at least. Alexander, I let the first chat go by requesting money. I'll leave your second one there, but no more, man. You might genuinely need help, or you might need cash. But at the same time, I really should just delete both your messages, but that's gonna be your last one. Rice. And see, farming rice, I feel like, I don't even know. I don't know. I guess there's so many crops out there that I know nothing about. I just know what I do. So I feel rice farming would be another entirely different animal, kind of like sugar cane, right? Not that rice is like sugar cane, but just completely different crops. It's not like, it's like, hey, you're a farmer, you can, pick up and go farm halfway across the world and know what you're doing. Like, no, like, you can be a farmer in one area and then go to a different area and have no idea what the heck you're doing because you don't know that crop at all, Rice would be interesting to learn too. Switzerland. Beautiful, beautiful Switzerland. Yeah, so this was corn, and we'll be planting soybeans next spring into this ground. I've only been to Switzerland for literally one day. I think I was in Annecy, France, and then we went up the French side of the Alps, and then we came down in where did we come down? It was in Switzerland, and I don't even remember. You said it, I probably remember, but yeah. They had a triathlon going on. It's pretty cool. It's working out pretty good though, LD. We got rain yesterday, so we couldn't go. We were rained out yesterday, but it's working up pretty decent. It is wet though, yeah, look at those tires. It's not sticking though. I don't know. We are growing soybeans next year, but man, soybeans are not my favorite when it comes to farming. More so when it comes to harvesting. The best day in the world is when you can switch your soybean head over to corn and start combining corn and stop when you finish your soybeans. In my opinion. It's not fun for me to combine But then again, we don't have a fancy combine, we don't have a draper head or anything like that. So I guess maybe if we had all the fancy toys, I'd enjoy it more. But oh well. So for planting soybeans next year, I mean, we're doing our deep tillage now, our primary tillage, and then come early April, probably mid-April, April 15th is usually about the time that we get in to start planting soybeans. And we'll get in here with the field cultivator and level it out, and get a nice seed bed to plant into. That sounds terrible. That does not sound like. How many years did you do that? Because you said you were with the company for 28 years. Somebody's got to do it, I guess. I don't know. So LD, you used to, you used to work on a farm. You used to, what do you do now? Or what did you do? You used to work for a farmer and now you don't? Okay. 4 years. As a maintenance welder. So just anytime you were just kinda on site and anytime anything broke you would go and weld it up, that kind of thing? Or I guess I don't know what a maintenance welder is. You just weld stuff before it breaks. Shoot, we'd keep you busy full time over here. Hey, we got 46 viewers and 46 likes. We got 46. Is that you? I appreciate it, Stefan. Thanks for coming, stopping by, and the kind words. Yeah, keep it up, man. Farming in Switzerland, I feel like that. You live in a gorgeous area, man. But thanks for subscribing. And you have a good one. there's a truck just parked on the road. I'm gonna zoom out though. I don't want to make you guys sick. A lot of times when you farm, people will. I don't know what this person is doing. I don't recognize the truck. I feel like I recognize the truck, but no, I don't. I have no idea who that is. Well, a lot of times people will stop on the road and just watch you farm, which is it's totally fine. I mean, the whole reason why I'm live streaming is, to share what I do with the world. So if people want to stop and watch in real time, I'm all about it. But it's always interesting to. It took a little getting used to having people stop and watch you just park on the road while you're getting your field work done. I don't know. I've had my fair share of gears breaking down too. I've never owned a Ford tractor. My dad did. I remember having the old blue Ford tractor. It was my favorite tractor just for the sole purpose of it being blue. I was pretty young. I mean, he had a blue tractor. How cool is that? But I've never owned a Ford. But I'll tell you though. John Deere's definitely break down too, but really, I always thought that welders got paid kind of handsomely. I didn't realize it was below average. I'm not sure what this truck is doing. They're not really being discreet about watching though. Oh, there they go. They just wanted to watch for a bit. Alright, that's cool. I just didn't know if somebody was dropping me off lunch. Oh man, Severin, I don't know if you're still in there, man, but thank you. Severin, our buddy from Switzerland that was just in here, just bought me a coffee. I've got on my About Me section or whatever on my YouTube channel, there's a way for you to send a tip, and I don't expect it. I'm not gonna push it or anything, but the very first person on YouTube to send me a tip through the Buy Me a Coffee website, so it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. Craig, you coming back or are you still here? You were in here earlier, so either way, welcome back. Thank you, Severin. I appreciate it, man. That's pretty cool of you. Yeah, auto steer is pretty nice. This is the lowest tier of auto steer that you can probably get. I mean, we got our John Deere brown box. This is like some antiquated John Deere systems. Pretty much I've got my line that it stays on. And then this system here attaches to the steering wheel and drives the steering wheel. And then I'm only using a Starfire 3000, which is the most antiquated John Deere receiver you can use. So yeah, it's auto steer, but I'm not paying a subscription for it. So meaning it's SF1. If anybody's familiar with GPS, John Deere GPS, but it's SF1, meaning it's a free auto steer. You don't pay a subscription. If you go anything like SF3 or RTK, you have to pay annually or whatever for a subscription. So free subscription, basically just buy the hardware. This locks onto the steering wheel. You got that, and then you got the receiver on top of the cab to talk to the satellites. So, works pretty good for what we're doing for tillage. With the stuff that we have now, the Starfire 3000 with SF1, it gives us about, I think, 9-inch pass-to-pass accuracy, meaning that, I mean, between passes you have 9 inches of wiggle room, where if you go from the Starfire 3000 to a 6000, your GPS accuracy increases by a third. You go from 9-inch accuracy to 6-inch, and then if you go up to an SF3 on a Starfire 6000, you get to a 1.2-inch accuracy. And if you go RTK, then you're sub-inch. You're dead on your. But RTK, you're not dealing with satellites moving on you. You're typically tower-based, unless you upgrade from your Starfire 6000 to a Starfire 7000, which comes with SF RTK, which is like an RTK. Mac McCreary, you're 77, man. I am 36. I'm old enough that I have to think about my age every time I say it. Sometimes I actually have to. But today I remembered I'm 36. So. Mac raised 7 kids on a farm. 6 kids on a farm, sorry. 6 kids. So what's the age difference between all your kids, Mac? 6 kids. That's you got quite the litter there. I've got 2 kids. 2 boys. They're 16 months apart. One is 3, one's 4. And let me tell you, if I had 6, I don't know what I would do. I'm going crazy with 2, man. They're wild. I love them both dearly, but man, they're wild. plug my phone in here, it's yelling at me saying I'm low battery. And at some point I should probably check my messages and make sure my wife's not trying to get me or anything. My messages and phone calls don't always come through when I'm got the stream going. I've been running for about 73 minutes now, so probably check some messages pretty soon. You guys can't really see it, but I got my third disc in. It's kind of wobbly. I went back there and checked it out, make sure that the bearing's good and everything, and it is. The disc itself is just warped a little bit. So I believe it, Shish. It's a crazy world we live in. How fast technology has progressed is scary. It's absolutely terrifying, actually. And where are we going from here? Even more so. You know, when do we say enough is enough? And I don't think we ever will say enough is enough, because we as humans are, you know, we're driven, it's in us, pushing it, you know. Well, that song, I can ride my bike with no handlebars, right? Like, you just keep trying to one up, just keep progressing. It's all in this name of progress. You know? I don't know. Terrifying. Jordan, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. Oh, there's my, is that my sister? Little red truck there driving away. Tires are definitely due to be replaced. They're you can't really tell when they're spinning, but these tires are so bald. I've got it on my to-do list to shop around Marketplace and watch auctions and stuff, see if I can find tires for cheap. They definitely don't want to be paying full price for these guys. I saw one on Marketplace for $3,800 bucks. Buying 8 of them would not be fun. That's where auctions are really handy. God bless you, Mac. Taking off, man? Thanks for hanging out. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. It would be awesome to have you back. Bring your 6 kids with you. You have had, sounds like a very full life. You've got 6 kids. Full or crazy, hectic, chaotic, wholesome, I don't know. Either way, God bless, man. on the end pretty soon. We're getting close to one of our last passes. Second. I gotta stop doing this. I gotta start putting the phone down. I keep saying that, but I never do it when I make these turns. Kid, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you today? Let's see, it's 2:40. Maybe just getting out of school. I think schools get out around 2:45 here.